Welcome back to my channel. It's Candace with a K here, where I normally talk books, beauty, and kicks. It's another installment of my favorite series, and that is real versus fake. Okay, in this particular segment, I normally have you guys tell me which one is real or which one is fake. However, this is a versus. Okay, so we're competing. I'm going to show you the real up against a fake, so there's no guessing here. However, I will have all of the things linked down below. So if you feel like you want to go get the inauthentic one compared to the price of the real one, it's all up to you, baby. Okay. First up, let's talk about the Hermes Oran sandals. Earlier this summer, I went to the south of France where I was able to get a pair of the Hermes Oran sandals in white. I have my own opinions about the sandals that I just don't know if I will buy another pair. However, I wanted to at least give it to you guys, the comparison between a real pair and an inauthentic pair. First off is the box comparison. Now, I know that if you buy them off that little yellow app, you may not always get a box, and that's fine if you like to display your shoes as I, where a box doesn't really matter. But I wanted to at least show you what the box differences look like. So this is your original little orange box. Okay, we love orange boxes around here, right? And then this is the box from the guys over at the Fence. Of course, all the stuff over there comes a little tattered. Box comparisons, there's just a slight difference in the orange color, as well as the bordering differs a little bit. But it's the box, who cares? What we care about is the goods inside. As far as goods inside, of course, you're going to get a dust bag. Which one do you think is a real dust bag and which one do you think is an inauthentic dust bag? This is the real dust bag. It comes with 2 drawstrings, okay? Because you want to do that. While this inauthentic one comes just with a single drawstring, and it's just a little bit more flimsy, as this one is, of course, thicker material and better quality. Also, when it comes to the emblem on said dust bag, as you can see, one is larger than the other and the placement is just slightly off. But once again, we don't care, right? Now, don't come for me because I be wearing my shoes now, but I wanted to at least show you the shoe comparisons. These are obviously way more white than these, but can you tell which one is real and which one is not? So this is the authentic pair. I've worn them, kind of wore them down already, and I just got them. But I knew that would be the case when you get white. But already you see the notice on the sole. This one came with a black sole, which honestly Hermes should consider changing because it's probably going to stay cleaner. When it comes to the stitching, they're comparable. But what the biggest difference you see is in the shape of the shoe, right? So you see how this one kind of edges out more opposed to this one. And then you see the quality in the outer sole. This one is, of course, of different materials than this one. And this one doesn't tap as much as when you hear this one. I wear them, baby. I wear them down. They're not comfortable. So that's the biggest takeaway, is these are not very comfortable. And I can't speak to these yet because obviously I haven't worn them, but So because I bought these in Europe, the listing price was €595. So with conversion and all that jazz, I think that comes up to about $620-ish in American dollars. And then I got 50 of that back. So it's still under $500 for a set of these, opposed to if you were to buy them here in America, I think they start at $670, if not $770. You can get these over on the yellow app for, I think, less than $50. So it's really up to you what you decide. And so you can make that choice, but it will be linked down in the description box. Now, another thing that I wanted to show you all is a Louis Vuitton bandeau. Most people don't know that they're called bandeaus, but it's simply the Louis Vuitton scarves, okay? So I have 2 in my hand. Let me line them up for you. Just by looking at them, Which one do you think is real? And which one do you think is fake? Okay, so I'm giving you a closer look here. If you guessed the one on my left, then you are correct. As you notice, the colors are more vibrant in this one than they are in this one. However, the pattern is exactly the same. It's exactly the same. The only difference is the size of the scarf. So the bandeau size is, the authentic one is slightly larger than this one, but the pattern on both sides is pretty much identical. The color vibrancy is just different, as well as the size. I also bought this while I was in Paris. And I think over there it was 200 euro, which is probably like 220, give or take. And I think that's very close to the price of them here in America. But I was also able to get some money back off of that transaction. I would say probably about $20, because I also bought my passport cover at the time. And I think in total from Louis Vuitton, I got like $50, $60 back. Opposed to if you go over on the yellow app, I think this one is about $30, give or take. I don't know. It's in the description box, so you are able to go check it out for yourself. The pattern is pretty much identical. Now, lastly, I want to do just a rough comparison of some Wells Bonner Adidas Sambas. These are not the exact style, so there, of course, will be variants. However, we're going to focus more so on the quality. The Wells Bonner Adidas are such a hit. Every true fashionista has them. And so I was sent a pair from the folks over at the Yellow app. And I thought, okay, well, I already have a pair. Let's compare them. So I actually have the pony-haired pair that I got straight from Adidas. And I'm in love with these. They're very comfortable, very stylish, very chic, all of the above. So when we look at immediate differences, let's start with the toe box. What you notice is that their toe box is a little, it's not symmetrical, so to speak. It's a little awkward there. Thing off about the toe box. So they tried to also replicate the tongue, which I'm not sure if it replicates well. And then the outer sole, they tried to replicate. Like I said, I wear my shoes, so you see the differences there. When I did a comparison of these, just photographic comparison, there was discrepancy on the stripes, where the stitching on the stripes seemed to appear to be zigzag, but that's not the case on this one. So that was the one comparison I saw. When it comes to quality, these shoes, they kind of flimsy, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you. They kind of, but I think if it's a look that you just want, they're shoes. Like, it really doesn't matter. These, on the other hand, you can't fold these bad boys. Also, a missed opportunity is that you don't get the dust bag. I think the dust bag is very important for traveling. I wish more shoes, tennis shoes specifically, came with dust bags, because you want to keep them and protect them and make sure they're nice. We spend all this money on these shoes. I want to keep them cute. And so I think the Wells Bonner dust bag is really nice too. So they could have replicated that, but instead they just gave me the shoes and some bubble wrap. That is all today on this installment of Real versus Fake. I have some other ideas in mind on how to continue this series and keep it going. If there's anything that you want to see, be sure to put it in the comments. Thumbs up this video. Make sure you hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.